you, what is that old lady doing to Jenna Ortega? And in the last few hours, some images and a video have gone viral on it. Just can Jenna Ortega, who is 21, be seen with Martin Freeman, a famous actor of 52, meaning there's a difference for over 31 years. For many, the scenes are quite strong. That's why phrases addressed to Menina that refer to Jenna Ortega have gone viral. Following this, a whole scheme has been developed. Let's begin. A few weeks ago, a movie called Miller's Girl premiered, which would be translated as The Girl from Miller's. The film stars Jenna Ortega and Martin Freeman. Tells us as a student and a teacher. Establishes a rather complex relationship. It didn't even perverse after she was given a writing task that was quite creative. In short, Jenna Ortega is a student of Martin Freeman, a writer who hasn't written anything in recent years, but his writings were quite personal. This is why she asks Jenna to do a job, and she ends up writing about a student who had an affair with a teacher. But the story is very similar to Jenna's relationship with Nali. So we don't know if what Jenna wrote is real or part of a fantasy. Nonetheless, the film was a flop. It didn't appeal to critics, and the box office was quite poor. But now, the images and videos of the film showing the tootling stuff have generated quite a scandal, and that's why people are shocked. At least it has been heavily criticized. The criticism was so intense that people behind the film are sure that both actors agreed to all the scenes. And that obviously Jenna Ortega gave her permission. But following this message, it's assured that the Actors Union would sanction the film for revealing Jenna Ortega's internal agreement. According to the union, it was stated that the people behind the film should never have responded to what was happening off camera. This film has sparked debate because it seems like she was the one who seduced the teacher and that she might also be making everything up without caring whatever happens to the teacher. And although it seems that in the end, in the movie, the teacher might do well because he stands up to his wife who battles him and besides, starts writing again because he feels inspired, his situation becomes very complicated because, I repeat, he had a relationship with a student much younger than him, which she suggests she seduced him and maybe invented as a fantasy of a relationship that never went further. That's why others are also criticizing this movie, saying it portrays the girl in the bad light when he should be the bad one, especially in times like these, where there's controversy. In relationships between men and women, everything should be consensual and there should be no exploitation from either side. Both, however, argue that this film also serves as a good example of how women can also take advantage of men, and that women, as even young ones, carry their own sins. This isn't the first movie to discuss a relationship between an older man and a very young woman. Let's remember there's an even more controversial story called Lolita, where an older man becomes obsessed with a teenager. It's all based on a book, but there are several variations. Now let me ask you, what do you think of the controversy? What do you think about Jenna Ortega's participation in this film? What do you think about the film's creators revealing that Jenna Ortega agreed to do it? Something that was obvious, but has sparked debate because it is said that the Actors Union believes this wasn't appropriate, and what's behind the film and behind the scenes shouldn't be appropriate, being released to the public. Yes, all the agreements that are in it. And finally, what do you think about the story? Because nowadays, it's believed that the man is always the bad guy, but sometimes that's not necessarily the case. Leave me your thoughts, I want to know them.
I want to know them.